Question 1. Insurance principles and concepts. Which of the following best describes the principle of indemnity in the context of personal lines insurance? A. Ensuring that the insured is placed in a better financial position after loss. B. Allowing the insured to profit from an insurance claim. C. Restoring the insured to the same financial position as before the loss. D. Providing coverage regardless of the insured's insurable interest. Correct answer: C. Restoring the insured to the same financial position as before the loss. Explanation: the principle of indemnity is a fundamental concept in insurance that aims to restore the insured to the same financial position they were in before a loss occurred, without allowing them to profit from the insurance claim. This principle ensures that insurance remains a mechanism for managing risk rather than a source of gain. Under California law, as in most states, insurance policies are structured to indemnify the insured, which prevents moral hazard and maintains the integrity of the insurance system. The California Insurance Code emphasizes the role of indemnity in personal lines insurance to protect both the insured and the insurer from fraud and unjust enrichment. Question 2. Personal auto policy PAP. Which part of the personal auto policy PAP provides coverage for medical expenses incurred by the insured and their passengers, regardless of fault? A. Liability coverage, Part A. B. Medical payments coverage, Part B. C. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C. D. Coverage for damage to your auto, Part D. Correct answer: B. Medical payments coverage, Part B. Explanation: medical payments coverage, Part B, in a personal auto policy PAP provides payment for reasonable and necessary medical and funeral expenses incurred by the insured and their passengers as a result of an auto accident, regardless of who is at fault. This coverage helps to cover immediate medical costs without the need for lengthy liability determinations. According to the California Insurance Code, medical payments coverage is designed to offer prompt medical attention following an accident and is a no-fault coverage, meaning it applies regardless of who caused the accident. This provision ensures that the insured and their passengers can receive necessary medical treatment without waiting for liability to be established. Question 3. Scenario question. Homeowners insurance. Mr. Garcia owns a home in California and has a homeowners insurance policy. During a severe storm, a tree falls and damages both his house and a detached garage. Which coverages under his homeowner's insurance policy would typically apply to this situation? A. Coverage for the house and coverage. B. For the detached garage. B. Coverage for both the house and the detached garage. C. Coverage. C. For personal property and coverage. D. For loss of use. D. Coverage. E. For personal liability and coverage. F. For medical payments to others. Correct answer: A. Coverage for the house and coverage. B. For the detached garage. Explanation: in a standard homeowner's insurance policy, coverage A applies to the dwelling itself, which includes the house. Coverage B applies to other structures on the property that are not attached to the house, such as a detached garage. In this scenario, the damage to Mr. Garcia's house would be covered under coverage A, and the damage to the detached garage would be covered under coverage B. These coverages are designed to ensure that all significant structures on the property are protected against perils like storms. According to California's insurance regulations, homeowners' policies must clearly delineate these coverages to avoid confusion and ensure comprehensive protection for policyholders. Question 4. Flood insurance. Under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, which of the following is excluded from coverage? A. Damage to the building structure. B. Damage to personal property within the building. C. Damage caused by sewer backup if not directly caused by flooding. D. Increased cost of compliance for elevation or floodproofing. Correct answer: C. Damage caused by sewer backup if not directly caused by flooding. Explanation: the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, covers flood-related damages to both the building structure and personal property within the building, as well as the increased cost of compliance for measures such as elevation or floodproofing. However, damage caused by sewer backup is excluded from coverage unless it is directly caused by flooding. The NFIP explicitly excludes this type of damage to ensure clarity in the scope of coverage and to manage risk effectively. According to NFIP guidelines, policyholders need to be aware of these exclusions to understand their coverage limitations and consider additional endorsements or separate policies if necessary. Question 5. Inland marine insurance. Which of the following is typically covered under personal articles floater? A. Automobiles. B. Home furnishings. C. Jewelry and fine art. D. Building structures. Correct answer. C. Jewelry and fine art. Explanation. A personal articles floater (PAF) is an inland marine insurance policy that provides coverage for valuable personal property such as jewelry, fine art, antiques, and other high-value items. This type of policy is designed to offer broader protection than standard homeowners insurance, often including coverage for risks like accidental loss and mysterious disappearance. According to the California Insurance Code, personal articles floaters are particularly useful for insuring items that exceed the coverage limits of standard homeowners policies or are subject to special exclusions. The PAF provides peace of mind for owners of valuable possessions by ensuring adequate coverage tailored to their specific needs. Question 6. Personal umbrella policy. What is the primary purpose of a personal umbrella policy? A. To provide health insurance coverage. B. To offer additional liability coverage above underlying policies. C. To cover physical damage to personal property. D. To provide coverage for specific named perils only. Correct answer. B. To offer additional liability coverage above underlying policies. Explanation. The primary purpose of a personal umbrella policy is to provide additional liability coverage above the limits of the insured's underlying policies, such as homeowners and auto insurance. This type of policy offers extra protection against significant liability claims or lawsuits that exceed the coverage limits of the primary insurance policies. In California, as elsewhere, personal umbrella policies are essential for individuals seeking to protect their assets from substantial financial losses due to unforeseen liability issues. These policies typically cover a broad range of incidents, including personal injury, property damage, and certain lawsuits, ensuring comprehensive liability protection. Question 7. Earthquake insurance. In California, how are earthquake insurance deductibles typically structured? A. As a fixed dollar amount. B. As a percentage of the policy limit. C. As a percentage of the claim amount. D. As a combination of a fixed amount and a percentage of the policy limit. Correct answer. B. As a percentage of the policy limit. Explanation. In California, earthquake insurance deductibles are typically structured as a percentage of the policy limit, not a fixed dollar amount. This means that the deductible is calculated based on a percentage of the total amount of coverage purchased. For example, if a homeowner has $200,000 in dwelling coverage and a 10% deductible, they would need to cover the first $20,000 of any earthquake-related damage themselves. The California Earthquake Authority, C, and other insurers use this method to ensure that the deductible amount is proportional to the amount of coverage, thereby managing risk and encouraging policyholders to invest in appropriate coverage levels. Question 8. Health insurance overview. Which type of health insurance plan requires members to use healthcare providers within its network and typically requires a referral to see a specialist? A. Health maintenance organization (HMO). B. Preferred provider organization (EPO). C. High deductible health per HHP. D. Indemnity plan. Correct answer. A. Health maintenance organization (HMO). Explanation. Health maintenance organizations (HMOs) require members to use healthcare providers within the organization's network and typically require referral from a primary care physician to see a specialist. This structure helps manage healthcare costs and ensures coordinated care for members. According to California's health insurance regulations, HMOs are designed to provide comprehensive care at lower out-of-pocket costs, but they limit flexibility in choosing healthcare providers. The requirement for referrals and network restrictions helps HMOs control expenses and maintain quality standards within their network. Question 9. Personal liability insurance. What does personal liability insurance primarily cover? A. Damage to the insured's own property. B. Legal liability for bodily injury and property damage to others. C. Medical payments for the insured's family members. D. Loss of use of the insured's property. Correct answer. B. Legal liability for bodily injury and property damage to others. Explanation. Personal liability insurance primarily covers the insured's legal liability for bodily injury and property damage to others. This type of coverage is included in homeowners, renters, and umbrella policies and protects the insured from financial loss due to lawsuits or claims resulting from accidental harm caused to others. In California, personal liability insurance is crucial for safeguarding assets and providing legal defense costs in the event of A lawsuit. It ensures that the insured can meet their financial obligations if held responsible for injuries or damages, offering peace of mind and financial protection. Question 10. Claims handling. Which of the following is a key step in the claims handling process? A. Ignoring the policyholder's communication. B. Conducting a thorough claims investigation. C. Settling claims based solely on the insured's initial statement. D. Automatically denying all claims initially. Correct answer. B. Conducting a thorough claims investigation. Explanation. A key step in the claims handling process is conducting a thorough claims investigation. This involves gathering all relevant information, including statements from the insured and witnesses, reviewing policy coverage, and assessing the damage or loss. According to the California Insurance Code, insurers are required to investigate claims promptly and fairly to determine the legitimacy of the claim and the extent of coverage. This process ensures that claims are settled accurately and fairly, maintaining the integrity of the insurance system and protecting both the insurer and the policyholder. Thorough investigations help prevent fraud, resolve disputes, and ensure that policyholders receive the benefits they are entitled to under their policies. Question 11. Homeowners insurance. Which of the following perils is typically excluded from standard homeowners insurance policies in California? A. Fire. B. Theft. C. Earthquake. D. Vandalism. Correct answer. C. Earthquake. Explanation. Standard homeowners insurance policies in California typically exclude coverage for earthquakes. To protect against earthquake damage, homeowners must purchase a separate earthquake insurance policy, which is often available through providers such as the California Earthquake Authority. C. This exclusion is due to the high risk and potential for catastrophic losses associated with earthquakes in California. According to the California Insurance Code, insurers are required to offer earthquake insurance to homeowners, but it is not included in standard policies. Understanding this exclusion is critical for homeowners to ensure they have comprehensive coverage for all potential risks. Question 12. Personal auto policy PAP. Which coverage part of the personal auto policy PAP protects the insured against damages caused by an uninsured or underinsured driver? A. Liability coverage. A Part B. Medical payments coverage. A Part B. C. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage. A Part C. D. Coverage for damage to your auto. Part D. Correct answer. C. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage. Part C. Explanation. Uninsured underinsured motorist coverage. Part C. In a personal auto policy, PAP protects the insured against damages caused by drivers who either have no insurance or insufficient insurance to cover the damages. This coverage is essential in California, where there is a significant number of uninsured or underinsured drivers. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage ensures that the insured can recover damages for bodily injury and, in some cases, property damage even if the at-fault driver lacks adequate insurance. This provision helps protect policyholders from financial losses due to accidents with uninsured or underinsured motorists. Question 13. Scenario question. Watercraft insurance. MS. Lee owns a small boat and has a watercraft insurance policy. While navigating a busy marina in California, she accidentally collides with another boat, causing damage to both boats and minor injuries to the other boat's passengers. Which coverages under her watercraft insurance policy would typically apply to this situation? A. Liability coverage for the injuries and physical damage coverage for the boats. B. Medical payments coverage for the injuries and liability coverage for the boats. C. Uninsured boaters coverage for the injuries and liability coverage for the boats. D. Physical damage coverage for both the injuries and the boats. Correct answer. A. Liability coverage for the injuries and physical damage coverage for the boats. Explanation. In MS. Lee's scenario, the liability coverage under her watercraft insurance policy would cover the bodily injuries sustained by the passengers of the other boat, while the physical damage coverage would cover the damages to both her boat and the other boat involved in the collision. Liability coverage protects the insured from legal obligations arising from accidents causing bodily injury or property damage to others. Physical damage coverage addresses the repair or replacement costs for the boats involved. According to California insurance regulations, watercraft insurance policies are structured to offer these specific protections, ensuring comprehensive coverage for both liability and property damage in boating accidents. Question 14. Dwelling policy DP. Which type of dwelling policy DP provides the broadest coverage for homeowners? A. Deeper 1, basic form. B. Deeper 2, broad form. E. Deeper 3, special form. D. Deeper 4, comprehensive form. Correct answer: C. Deeper 3, special form. Explanation: the Deeper 3 special form provides the broadest coverage among the dwelling policy forms. Unlike Deeper 1, basic form, and DP2, broad form, which cover specified perils, DP3 offers more risk coverage on the dwelling, meaning it covers all perils except those specifically excluded in the policy. This type of policy ensures comprehensive protection for the insured's property, addressing a wide range of potential risks. According to the California Insurance Code, the Deeper 3 form is favored by homeowners seeking extensive coverage for their dwellings, as it offers greater peace of mind by covering a broader spectrum of risks. Question 15. Ethics in insurance. Which of the following actions is considered an unethical practice for an insurance agent in California? A. Providing detailed information about policy options to clients. B. Misrepresenting policy terms to secure a sale. C. Recommending suitable coverage based on client needs. D. Disclosing all relevant exclusions and conditions to clients. Correct answer: B. Misrepresenting policy terms to secure a sale. Explanation: misrepresenting policy terms to secure a sale is considered an unethical practice for insurance agents in California. Ethical conduct in insurance requires agents to act with utmost good faith and integrity, ensuring that clients are fully informed about the policies they purchase. Misrepresentation can lead to significant legal and financial consequences for both the agent and the insurer. According to the California Insurance Code, agents must provide accurate and honest information, disclose all relevant exclusions and conditions, and recommend suitable coverage based on clients' needs. Ethical practices are essential for maintaining trust and protecting consumers in the insurance market. Question 16. Insurance regulation. Which of the following is a primary function of the California Department of Insurance? A. Setting federal insurance regulations. B. Licensing insurance agents and brokers. C. Developing insurance policies for private companies. D. Underwriting insurance policies for the public. Correct answer: B. Licensing insurance agents and brokers. Explanation: the California Department of Insurance, CDI, is responsible for licensing insurance agents and brokers in the state. This regulatory function ensures that individuals and businesses selling insurance are qualified and adhere to professional standards. The CDI also monitors compliance with state insurance laws, protects consumers, and fosters a stable insurance market. By licensing agents and brokers, the CDI ensures that only those who meet specific educational and ethical standards can sell insurance products, thereby safeguarding the interests of consumers and maintaining the integrity of the insurance industry. Question 17. Personal umbrella policy. Which of the following scenarios would likely be covered by a personal umbrella policy? A. Damage to the insured's own vehicle in an accident. B. Liability claims exceeding the limits of the insured's auto policy. C. Medical expenses for the insured after a car accident. D. Theft of personal property from the insured's home. Correct answer: B. Liability claims exceeding the limits of the insured's auto policy. Explanation: a personal umbrella policy provides additional liability coverage that kicks in when the limits of the insured's underlying auto or homeowners policies are exhausted. This policy is designed to protect the insured from significant financial loss due to large liability claims, such as lawsuits for bodily injury or property damage. According to the California Insurance Code, umbrella policies are essential for individuals with considerable assets to protect against potential high-cost liability scenarios. These policies offer broader coverage, ensuring that the insured has sufficient protection beyond the standard policy limits. Question 18. Claims handling. Which of the following best describes the role of an insurance adjuster in the claims handling process? A. Underwriting new insurance policies. B. Investigating and assessing claims. C. Marketing insurance products. D. Developing insurance regulations. Correct answer: B. Investigating and assessing claims. Explanation: an insurance adjuster's primary role in the claims handling process is to investigate and assess claims to determine the extent of the insurer's liability. This includes evaluating the damage or loss, reviewing the policy terms, and verifying the details of the claim, just as work to ensure that claims are handled fairly and promptly, providing accurate settlements based on the policy coverage. According to the California Insurance Code, insurance adjusters must operate with integrity and diligence, maintaining objectivity throughout the investigation to protect both the insurer and the insured. Their work is critical in ensuring that claims are resolved appropriately and in accordance with the policy terms. Question 19. Health insurance overview. Which health insurance plan type generally offers the most flexibility in choosing healthcare providers without requiring a referral? A. Health maintenance organization (HMO). B. Preferred provider organization (EPO). C. High deductible health HHP. D. Exclusive provider organization (EPO). Correct answer: B. Preferred provider organization (PPO). Explanation: a preferred provider organization (PPO) plan generally offers the most flexibility in choosing healthcare providers without requiring a referral. PPO plans allow members to see any healthcare provider, but they offer higher benefits for services received from in-network providers. This type of plan contrasts with health maintenance organization (HMO) plans, which typically require referrals from a primary care physician to see specialists. According to California health insurance regulations, PPO plans are designed to provide greater freedom of choice for insured individuals, making them a popular option for those who prefer not to be restricted to a network or need frequent specialist care. Question 20. Emerging issues in personal lines insurance. How has the rise of autonomous vehicles impacted the personal auto insurance market in California? A. Decreased demand for auto insurance. B. Increased complexity in underwriting and claims handling. C. Elimination of liability coverage. D. Standardization of insurance policies. Correct answer: B. Increased complexity in underwriting and claims handling. Explanation: the rise of autonomous vehicles has increased complexity in underwriting and claims handling in the personal auto insurance market in California. Autonomous vehicles present new risks and challenges, such as determining liability in the event of an accident, assessing the reliability of technology, and understanding the interaction between human drivers and autonomous systems. According to the California Department of Insurance, insurers must adapt to these changes by developing new underwriting criteria and claims procedures that account for the unique aspects of autonomous vehicles. This includes considering factors like software liability, cybersecurity risks, and the evolving regulatory landscape, which adds layers of complexity to traditional auto insurance practices. Question 21. Personal auto policy PAP. Under the personal auto policy PAP in California, which of the following coverages would pay for the insured's car repair after a collision regardless of fault? A. Liability coverage. Part B. Medical payments coverage. Part B. C. Collision coverage under Part D. D. Comprehensive coverage under Part D. Correct answer: C. Collision coverage under Part D. Explanation: collision coverage under Part D of the personal auto policy PAP pays for the repair or replacement of the insured's car following a collision with another vehicle or object, regardless of fault. This coverage applies to accidents such as hitting a tree, guardrail, or another car. According to the California Insurance Code, collision coverage is optional but highly recommended for protecting the insured's vehicle investment. It ensures that the insured can afford necessary repairs or replacement without bearing the entire financial burden in the event of an accident. Question 22. Homeowners insurance. Which part of the homeowners insurance policy provides coverage for the insured's personal belongings? A. Coverage would dwelling. B. Coverage B. Other structures. C. Coverage C. Personal property. D. Coverage D. Loss of use. Correct answer: C. Coverage C. Personal property. Explanation: coverage C. Personal property in a homeowner's insurance policy provides coverage for the insured's personal belongings, such as furniture, clothing, electronics, and other personal items. This coverage protects against risks such as theft, fire, and other covered perils. According to the California Insurance Code, personal property coverage typically applies both on and off the insured premises, ensuring protection for belongings even when they are not at home. Policyholders can often choose between actual cash value and replacement cost coverage, which determines how claims for personal property are settled. Question 23. Insurance principles and concepts. What does the principle of utmost good faith imply in the context of personal lines insurance? A. The insured must disclose all relevant information truthfully. B. The insurer must cover all claims regardless of the circumstances. C. The insurer must offer the lowest possible premiums. D. The insured can withhold information if it lowers premiums. Correct answer A. The insured must disclose all relevant information truthfully. Explanation. The principle of utmost good faith in insurance requires both parties, the insured and the insurer, to act honestly and disclose all relevant information truthfully. This principle is fundamental to the insurance contract, ensuring that the insurer can accurately assess and price the risk being insured. According to the California Insurance Code, failure to disclose material facts can lead to the voiding of the insurance contract. The insured's obligation to provide complete and accurate information helps maintain trust and fairness in the insurance process, ensuring that both parties are aware of the actual risk involved. Question 24. Claims handling. What is the primary goal of the claims investigation process? A. To delay the settlement of claims. B. To determine the legitimacy and extent of the claim. C. To find reasons to deny claims. D. To increase the insured's premiums. Correct answer. B. To determine the legitimacy and extent of the claim. Explanation. The primary goal of the claims investigation process is to determine the legitimacy and extent of the claim. This involves verifying the details provided by the insured, assessing the damage or loss, and ensuring that the claim is covered under the policy terms. According to the California Insurance Code, insurers are obligated to conduct prompt and fair investigations to accurately resolve claims. This process helps prevent fraud, ensures that valid claims are paid correctly, and protects the financial stability of the insurance system. Thorough investigations maintain trust between insurers and policyholders by ensuring that claims are handled equitably and transparently. Question 25. Ethics in insurance. Which of the following practices is considered a violation of ethical standards for insurance agents in California? A. Recommending coverage based on the client's needs. B. Disclosing all policy terms and conditions. C. Misleading clients about policy benefits to make a sale. D. Regularly updating clients about their policy status. Correct answer. C. Misleading clients about policy benefits to make a sale. Explanation. Misleading clients about policy benefits to make a sale is a violation of ethical standards for insurance agents in California. Ethical conduct in insurance requires agents to provide accurate and honest information to clients, ensuring they understand the coverage they are purchasing. Misrepresentation can lead to significant financial and legal repercussions for both the agent and the insurer. According to the California Insurance Code, insurance agents must act in the best interest of their clients, which includes disclosing all relevant policy terms and conditions, making suitable recommendations based on clients' needs, and maintaining transparency throughout the insurance. Question 26. Earthquake insurance. Which of the following statements about earthquake insurance in California is correct? A. Earthquake insurance is automatically included in standard homeowners insurance policies. B. Earthquake insurance covers damage to the dwelling, but not personal property. C. Earthquake insurance must be purchased separately from standard homeowners insurance. D. Earthquake insurance covers damage caused by flooding following an earthquake. Correct answer. C. Earthquake insurance must be purchased separately from standard homeowners insurance. Explanation. Earthquake insurance must be purchased separately from standard homeowners insurance policies in California. Standard homeowners policies do not cover damage caused by earthquakes, necessitating a separate policy or endorsement specifically for earthquake coverage. According to the California Insurance Code, insurers are required to offer earthquake insurance to homeowners, often through providers like the California Earthquake Authority, (C). This separate policy covers damage to the dwelling, personal property, and additional living expenses following an earthquake, ensuring homeowners are protected from significant financial losses due to seismic events. Question 27. Flood insurance. Which part of the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, provides coverage for the repair and replacement of a home's structure? A. Personal property coverage. B. Increased cost of compliance. C. Built-in property coverage. D. Additional living expenses. Correct answer. C. Building property coverage. Explanation. Building property coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) provides coverage for the repair and replacement of a home structure. This includes the physical structure of the building, such as walls, floors, and permanent fixtures. According to the Federal Emergency Management Agency (FEMA), which administers the NFIP, building property coverage is essential for homeowners in flood-prone areas to protect their homes from the financial impact of flood damage. This coverage ensures that the structural integrity of the home can be restored after a flood event, helping homeowners recover more quickly and effectively. Question 28. Inland marine insurance. What type of property is typically covered under personal articles floater in inland marine insurance? A. Automobiles. B. Real estate. C. High-value personal items such as jewelry and art. D. Home appliances. Correct answer: C. High-value personal items such as jewelry and art. Explanation: a personal articles floater in inland marine insurance typically covers high-value personal items such as jewelry, art, furs, and collectibles. This type of coverage is designed to protect personal property that may not be fully covered under standard homeowners or renters insurance policies due to sublimits on valuable items. According to the California Insurance Code, a personal articles floater provides broader coverage for specified items, including protection against risks like theft, loss, and damage, ensuring that high-value possessions are adequately insured. This specialized coverage is essential for individuals with valuable personal property that requires additional protection. Question 29. Personal liability insurance. Which of the following situations would typically be covered under personal liability insurance in a homeowner's policy? A. Damage to the insured's own property due to a fire. B. A guest slips and falls on the insured's property, resulting in injury. C. Theft of personal property from the insured's home. D. Damage to the insured's vehicle while parked in the garage. Correct answer: B. A guest slips and falls on the insured's property, resulting in injury. Explanation: personal liability insurance in a homeowner's policy covers situations where someone is injured on the insured's property, or if the insured accidentally causes injury to another person or damage to their property. For instance, if a guest slips and falls on the insured's property, resulting in injury, personal liability insurance would cover medical expenses, legal fees, and potential settlements or judgments. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage protects the insured from significant financial loss due to liability claims and is a critical component of a comprehensive homeowner's insurance policy. It ensures that the insured is protected against the financial repercussions of accidents and injuries that occur on their property. Question 30. Scenario question. Homeowners insurance. Mr. Thompson owns a home in California and has a standard HO3 homeowners insurance policy. During a severe storm, a tree falls and damages his roof and the fence around his property. Which coverages under his HO3 policy would apply to this situation? A. Coverage wood dwelling for the roof and coverage. B. Other structures for the fence. B. Coverage. C. Personal property for the roof and coverage. D. Loss of use for the fence. C. Coverage. E. Personal liability for the roof and coverage. F. Medical payments for the fence. D. Coverage or welling for both the roof and the fence. Correct answer: A. Coverage was welling for the roof and coverage. B. Other structures for the fence. Explanation: in Mr. Thompson's situation, coverage were welling under his HO3 homeowners insurance policy would apply to the damage to the roof as it covers the main structure of the home. Coverage B. Other structures would apply to the damage to the fence as it covers other structures on the property that are not attached to the main dwelling, such as fences, sheds, and detached garages. According to the California Insurance Code, these coverages ensure that the insured is protected from financial loss due to damage to both the primary residence and other structures on the property. Understanding the distinction between these coverage parts helps homeowners ensure they have comprehensive protection for their property. Question 31. Homeowners insurance under a standard HO3 homeowners insurance policy in California. Which of the following is typically excluded from coverage? A. Fire damage. B. Theft of personal property. C. Flood damage. D. Windstorm damage. Correct answer: C. Flood damage. Explanation: flood damage is typically excluded from coverage under a standard HO3 homeowners insurance policy. Homeowners must purchase separate flood insurance, usually through the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP), to protect against flood-related losses. According to the California Insurance Code and FEMA regulations, standard homeowners policies do not cover flood damage due to the high risk and potential for catastrophic loss associated with flooding. This exclusion emphasizes the importance of understanding the specific risks faced by homeowners and the need for additional coverage to ensure comprehensive protection. Question 32. Personal auto policy PAP. Which of the following coverages in a personal auto policy PAP would cover medical expenses for the insured and passengers after an accident, regardless of fault? A. Liability coverage. Part B. Medical payments coverage. Part B. C. Uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. Part C. D. Collision coverage. Part D. Correct answer. B. Medical payments coverage. Part B. Explanation. Medical payments coverage. Part B. In a personal auto policy, PAP covers medical expenses for the insured and passengers after an accident, regardless of fault. This coverage is designed to pay for medical and funeral expenses resulting from an accident involving the insured vehicle. According to the California Insurance Code, medical payments coverage provides immediate financial assistance for necessary medical treatments following an accident, helping to reduce the financial burden on the insured and their passengers. It is an optional coverage that can be added to an auto insurance policy for enhanced protection. Question 33. Inland marine insurance. Which type of inland marine insurance policy would provide coverage for a musician's expensive violin while it is being transported to a concert? A. Personal property floater. B. Valuable personal property coverage. C. Personal effects coverage. D. Personal articles floater. Correct answer. D. Personal articles floater. Explanation. A personal articles floater provides coverage for high-value items, such as a musician's expensive violin, while it is being transported or used. This type of inland marine insurance policy offers broader protection than standard homeowners or renters insurance, covering risks like theft, loss, and damage. According to the California Insurance Code, a personal articles floater is essential for protecting valuable personal property that requires additional coverage due to its high value and portability. This policy ensures that the musician's violin is adequately protected during transportation to a concert, safeguarding against potential financial loss. Question 34. Scenario question. Personal liability insurance MS. Carter has a standard homeowners policy with personal liability insurance. While hosting a party at her home in California, a guest trips over a loose carpet and suffers a broken arm. Which coverage in her policy would apply to the guest's medical expenses and potential legal fees? A. Coverage wood dwelling. B. Coverage C. Personal property. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. D. Coverage F. Medical payments to others. Correct answer. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. Explanation. In MS Carter's scenario, coverage E. Personal liability in her homeowner's policy would apply to the guest's medical expenses and potential legal fees resulting from the injury. Personal liability coverage protects the insured from financial loss due to bodily injury or property damage claims brought by others. It covers legal defense costs and any resulting settlements or judgments. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage is crucial for homeowners to protect against the financial consequences of accidents and injuries that occur on their property, ensuring that they are not personally liable for significant expenses. Question 35. Health insurance overview. Which type of health insurance plan typically requires members to select a primary care physician (PCP) and obtain referrals to see specialists? A. Health maintenance organization (HMO). B. Preferred provider organization (EPO). C. High deductible health (HEHP). D. Exclusive provider organization (EPO). Correct answer. A. Health maintenance organization (HMO). Explanation. Health maintenance organization (HMO) plans typically require members to select a primary care physician (PCP) and obtain referrals to see specialists. This managed care structure helps control healthcare costs and ensures coordinated care by having the PCP oversee and manage the members' healthcare needs. According to California health insurance regulations, HMO plans are designed to provide comprehensive healthcare services with an emphasis on preventive care and efficient use of resources. While they offer lower out-of-pocket costs and premiums, the need for referrals and A more restricted network of providers can be a limitation for some individuals seeking more flexibility in their healthcare choices. Question 36. Dwelling policy DP. Which of the following perils is typically covered under D3 Special Form Dwelling Policy in California? A. Earthquake. B. Flood. C. Theft. D. Nuclear hazard. Correct answer: C. Theft. Explanation: D3 Special Form Dwelling Policy is an open peril policy, which means it covers all perils except those specifically excluded. Theft is typically covered under E3 policy unless explicitly excluded. However, perils like earthquake, flood, and nuclear hazard are generally excluded and require separate policies or endorsements. According to the California Insurance Code, open peril policies provide broader coverage than named peril policies, such as D1 or DPA2, ensuring protection against a wide range of risks, including theft, unless otherwise stated in the policy exclusions. Question 37. Flood insurance. What is the main purpose of the increased cost of compliance like coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program and FIP? To cover additional living expenses after a flood. B. To pay for the increased costs of rebuilding to meet current building codes. C. To provide extra coverage for personal property. D. To cover medical expenses resulting from flood injuries. Correct answer: B. To pay for the increased costs of rebuilding to meet current building codes. Explanation: increased cost of compliance like coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) helps pay for the cost of rebuilding or repairing a flood-damaged structure to comply with current building codes and floodplain management regulations. This coverage is essential for properties that have been substantially damaged by flooding and need to be elevated, relocated, or otherwise modified to reduce future flood risk. According to FEMA, ICC coverage provides up to $30,000 to help property owners meet these requirements, ensuring that rebuilt structures are more resilient to future flood events. Question 38. Personal umbrella policy. Which of the following is an exclusion commonly found in personal umbrella policies? A. Bodily injury liability. B. Property damage liability. C. Intentional acts. D. Legal defense costs. Correct answer: C. Intentional acts. Explanation: intentional acts are commonly excluded from personal umbrella policies. These policies are designed to provide additional liability coverage beyond the limits of the insured's underlying policies, such as auto and homeowners insurance, for unintentional acts that result in bodily injury or property damage. According to the California Insurance Code, insurance coverage is generally not provided for intentional, illegal, or fraudulent actions because these acts are considered outside the scope of standard risk protection. Personal umbrella policies focus on protecting against significant financial losses due to unforeseen and accidental events. Question 39. Insurance regulation. Which of the following is a key responsibility of the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC? A. Issuing individual insurance policies. B. Enforcing federal insurance laws. C. Developing model laws and regulations for states. D. Underwriting insurance risks. Correct answer: C. Developing model laws and regulations for states. Explanation: the National Association of Insurance Commissioners (NAIC) is responsible for developing model laws and regulations to guide state insurance departments in regulating the insurance industry. These model laws serve as templates that states can adopt or modify to ensure consistent and effective regulation across the country. According to the California Insurance Code and NAIC guidelines, the NAIC's role includes promoting uniformity, protecting consumers, and fostering a healthy insurance marketplace. The organization provides a forum for state insurance regulators to collaborate, share best practices, and address emerging issues in the insurance industry. Question 40. Personal auto policy PAP in the context of uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. Part C. In a personal auto policy PAP, which of the following scenarios would typically be covered? A. The insured's car is damaged by a falling tree. B. The insured is injured by a driver with no insurance. C. The insured's car is stolen. D. The insured causes an accident and damages another vehicle. Correct answer: B. The insured is injured by a driver with no insurance. Explanation: uninsured underinsured motorist coverage. Part C. In a personal auto policy, PAP provides protection when the insured is injured by a driver who has no insurance or insufficient insurance to cover the damages. This coverage ensures that the insured can receive compensation for medical expenses, lost wages, and other damages resulting from an accident caused by an uninsured or underinsured driver. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage is crucial for protecting drivers from financial losses due to accidents with drivers who are not adequately insured, thereby ensuring that victims are not left without recourse for their injuries and damages. Question 41. Homeowners insurance. Which of the following types of coverage in a homeowners insurance policy provides protection for additional living expenses if the insured's home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril? A. Coverage dwelling. B. Coverage C. Personal property. C. Coverage D. Loss of use. D. Coverage E. Personal liability. Correct answer: C. Coverage D. Loss of use. Explanation: Coverage D. Loss of use in a homeowner's insurance policy provides protection for additional living expenses if the insured's home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril. This coverage pays for the cost of temporary housing, meals, and other expenses that the insured incurs while their home is being repaired or rebuilt. According to the California Insurance Code, loss of use coverage ensures the homeowners can maintain their standard of living even when they are unable to live in their home due to damage from a covered event, such as a fire or severe storm. Question 42. Personal auto policy PAP. Under the personal auto policy PAP, what is the main purpose of the duties after an accident or loss? Part A. Provision A. To outline the insurer's obligations after an accident. B. To specify the coverage limits for each type of loss. C. To detail the actions the insured must take following an accident. D. To list the exclusions and conditions of the policy. Correct answer: C. To detail the actions the insured must take following an accident. Explanation: The duties after an accident or loss. Part A. Provision in a personal auto policy PAP details the actions the insured must take following an accident or loss. This includes promptly notifying the insurer, cooperating with the investigation, protecting the vehicle from further damage, and providing necessary documentation. According to the California Insurance Code, fulfilling these duties is essential for the claims process and helps ensure that the insurer can accurately assess and settle the claim. Failure to comply with these duties may result in the denial of the claim or reduced coverage. Question 43. Personal umbrella policy. What is the primary function of a personal umbrella policy in California? A. To provide primary liability coverage for the insured's personal property. B. To extend coverage limits beyond the insured's underlying liability policies. C. To cover physical damage to the insured's home and vehicles. D. To provide health insurance coverage for the insured. Correct answer: B. To extend coverage limits beyond the insured's underlying liability policies. Explanation: The primary function of a personal umbrella policy in California is to extend coverage limits beyond the insured's underlying liability policies, such as homeowners and auto insurance. This policy provides additional liability protection, typically in increments of $1 million, covering claims that exceed the limits of the underlying policies. According to the California Insurance Code, a personal umbrella policy also offers broader coverage for various liability risks, including libel, slander, and certain legal defense costs, ensuring comprehensive protection against significant financial losses due to liability claims. Question 44. Scenario question. Inland Marine Insurance. Mr. Perez is a photographer in California who frequently travels with his expensive camera equipment. He wants to ensure his equipment is covered against theft, loss, and damage while he is on the go. Which type of inland marine insurance policy should Mr. Perez consider? A. Personal property floater. B. Valuable personal property coverage. C. Personal effects coverage. D. Personal articles floater. Correct answer: D. Personal articles floater. Explanation: Mr. Perez should consider a personal articles floater to ensure his expensive camera equipment is covered against theft, loss, and damage while he is traveling. This type of inland marine insurance policy provides coverage for high-value personal items that are frequently transported or used away from the insured's home. According to the California Insurance Code, a personal articles floater offers broader protection than standard homeowners or renters insurance, covering a wide range of risks and ensuring that valuable items like camera equipment are adequately insured wherever they are taken. Question 45. Ethics in insurance. Which of the following actions is considered an unethical practice for an insurance agent in California? A. Providing clients with accurate information about policy terms and conditions. B. Recommending insurance products that meet the client's needs. C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to persuade a client to purchase a policy. D. Regularly reviewing and updating clients' insurance coverage. Correct answer: C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to persuade a client to purchase a policy. Explanation: misrepresenting policy benefits to persuade a client to purchase a policy is considered an unethical practice for an insurance agent in California. Ethical conduct in the insurance industry requires agents to provide accurate and honest information to clients, ensuring they make informed decisions about their coverage. According to the California Insurance Code, misrepresentation can lead to legal and professional consequences for the agent and undermine the trust between clients and insurers. Agents are expected to act in the best interest of their clients, providing suitable recommendations and transparent information about policy terms and conditions. Question 46. Earthquake insurance. Which statement accurately describes deductible options for earthquake insurance policies in California? A. Earthquake insurance policies in California do not have deductibles. B. Deductibles for earthquake insurance policies in California are typically percentage-based. C. Deductibles for earthquake insurance policies in California are fixed amounts. D. Deductibles for earthquake insurance policies in California are determined by the state government. Correct answer: B. Deductibles for earthquake insurance policies in California are typically percentage-based. Explanation: deductibles for earthquake insurance policies in California are typically percentage-based, meaning they are calculated as a percentage of the insured value of the property. For example, a policy might have a deductible of 10% of the insured value of the home. This type of deductible helps insurers manage their exposure to large losses from earthquakes while allowing policyholders to choose a deductible level that suits their financial situation. According to the California Department of Insurance, understanding deductible options is essential for homeowners to select appropriate earthquake coverage that balances cost and protection against seismic risks. Question 47. Health insurance overview. Under the Affordable Care Act account, which of the following is a key requirement for health insurance plans offered in California? A. Minimum essential coverage for preventive care services. B. Lifetime limits on coverage for essential health benefits. C. Exclusion of coverage for pre-existing conditions. D. Annual and lifetime caps on benefits. Question 47. Health insurance overview. Under the Affordable Care Act account, which of the following is a key requirement for health insurance plans offered in California? A. Minimum essential coverage for preventive care services. B. Lifetime limits on coverage for essential health benefits. C. Exclusion of coverage for pre-existing conditions. D. Annual and lifetime caps on benefits. Question 48. Claims handling. What is the role of an insurance adjuster in the claims handling process? A. To deny all claims submitted by policyholders. B. To investigate and assess the extent of the loss. C. To approve claims without verifying the details. D. To negotiate settlements without policyholder involvement. Correct answer: B. To investigate and assess the extent of the loss. Explanation: an insurance adjuster's role in the claims handling process is to investigate and assess the extent of the loss claimed by the policyholder. This includes gathering information, inspecting damaged property, reviewing policy coverage, and determining the appropriate settlement amount based on the terms of the insurance policy and applicable laws. According to the California Insurance Code, insurance adjusters must conduct fair and thorough investigations to ensure that policyholders receive prompt and equitable settlements for valid claims. Their expertise helps insurers accurately assess the damage and facilitate the claims process efficiently. Question 49. Insurance regulation. Which entity is responsible for licensing insurance agents and brokers in California? A. California Department of Insurance. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. C. Federal Insurance Office, FIO. D. Insurance Information Institute, OMTHRO. Correct answer: A. California Department of Insurance. Explanation: the California Department of Insurance, CDI, is responsible for licensing insurance agents and brokers in California. This regulatory authority ensures that agents and brokers meet state requirements for education, competency, and ethical conduct to safeguard consumers and maintain the integrity of the insurance industry. According to the California Insurance Code, licensing ensures that agents and brokers have the knowledge and skills to effectively serve clients and comply with state insurance laws and regulations. The CDI also oversees ongoing licensing renewal and continuing education requirements for insurance professionals in California. Question 50. Emerging issues in personal lines insurance. How do technological innovations such as telematics and it impact personal auto insurance in California? A. They increase insurance premiums for policyholders. B. They provide real-time data for assessing risk and setting premiums. C. They eliminate the need for auto insurance policies. D. They reduce coverage options available to policyholders. Correct answer. B. They provide real-time data for assessing risk and setting premiums. Explanation. Technological innovations such as telematics using devices to monitor vehicle usage and Internet of Things devices impact personal auto insurance in California by providing insurers with real-time data for assessing risk and setting premiums. These innovations enable insurers to gather information on driving behavior, vehicle usage patterns, and environmental conditions to more accurately price policies based on individual risk profiles. According to the California Insurance Code, leveraging technology allows insurers to offer personalized insurance products and incentives for safe driving behaviors, enhancing transparency and efficiency in the auto insurance market. Question 51. Homeowners insurance under a standard HOF or renter's insurance policy in California. Which of the following is typically covered? A. Damage to the landlord's property. B. Personal liability for injuries to guests. C. Structural damage to the rented dwelling. D. Loss of use expenses due to a covered peril. Correct answer. D. Loss of use expenses due to a covered peril. Explanation. Under the standard HOF or renter's insurance policy in California, loss of use coverage provides reimbursement for additional living expenses if the rented dwelling becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril such as fire or vandalism. This coverage ensures that renters have financial support for temporary housing and other necessary expenses while their rental unit is being repaired or rebuilt. According to the California Insurance Code, understanding the scope of coverage in a renter's insurance policy is crucial for tenants to protect their personal belongings and mitigate financial risks associated with unexpected events. Question 52. Personal auto policy PAP. Which coverage in a personal auto policy PAP typically provides reimbursement for towing and labor costs following a breakdown or accident? A. Liability coverage. Part B. Medical payments coverage. Part B. C. Comprehensive coverage. Part D. Emergency road service coverage. Correct answer. D. Emergency road service coverage. Explanation. Emergency road service coverage in a personal auto policy PAP typically provides reimbursement for towing and labor costs following a breakdown or accident. This coverage is optional and helps policyholders handle unexpected roadside emergencies, such as flat tires, dead batteries, or mechanical breakdowns. According to the California Insurance Code, emergency road service coverage enhances policyholder convenience and peace of mind by offering timely assistance and financial support for vehicle-related incidents that occur while driving in California. Question 53. Personal umbrella policy. What is the purpose of a self-insured retention, sir, in a personal umbrella policy? A. To specify the policy's coverage limits. B. To cover losses not covered by primary insurance. C. To reduce the policyholder's liability premiums. D. To exclude certain types of liability claims. Correct answer. B. To cover losses not covered by primary insurance. Explanation. A self-insured retention, sir, in a personal umbrella policy specifies the amount that the insured must pay out of pocket before the umbrella policy responds to cover losses. It functions similarly to a deductible but applies to liabilities not covered by primary insurance policies. According to the California Insurance Code, an SIR helps insurers manage their risk exposure and provides additional coverage for significant liability claims that exceed the limits of primary insurance, ensuring comprehensive protection for policyholders against unforeseen financial losses. Question 54. Insurance regulation, which regulatory body establishes and enforces regulations to protect insurance consumers in California. A. California Department of Insurance. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. C. Federal Insurance Office, FIO. D. Insurance Regulatory Authority, IRA. Correct answer, A. California Department of Insurance. Explanation: the California Department of Insurance (CI) establishes and enforces regulations to protect insurance consumers in California. This regulatory authority ensures that insurers, agents, and brokers comply with state laws governing insurance practices, rates, and consumer protections. According to the California Insurance Code, the CDI oversees licensing, market conduct, and financial solvency to safeguard consumers from unfair practices and ensure a stable insurance marketplace. Its regulatory efforts promote transparency, accountability, and fair treatment of policyholders throughout the insurance lifecycle. Question 55. Ethics in insurance. Which ethical principle requires insurance agents to act in the best interests of their clients and provide suitable recommendations based on their needs? A. Duty of care. B. Duty of loyalty. C. Duty of disclosure. D. Duty of confidentiality. Correct answer, A. Duty of care. Explanation: the duty of care ethical principle requires insurance agents to act in the best interests of their clients and provide suitable recommendations based on their needs. This principle emphasizes the agent's responsibility to exercise professional judgment, competence, and diligence in recommending insurance products and services that meet the client's objectives and financial situation. According to the California Insurance Code, fulfilling the duty of care builds trust, ensures client satisfaction, and promotes ethical behavior in the insurance industry by prioritizing the client's interests above all others. Question 56. Dwelling policy DP under IAN basic form dwelling policy in California. Which of the following perils is typically covered? A. Theft. B. Flood. C. Earthquake. D. Mold. Correct answer, C. Earthquake. Explanation: under IAN basic form dwelling policy in California, earthquake coverage is typically included as a covered peril. This policy provides basic coverage for specific named perils, such as fire, lightning, windstorm, and earthquake. Theft, flood, and mold are generally excluded under DP1 policies unless specifically endorsed. According to the California Insurance Code, understanding the scope of coverage is crucial for homeowners to assess their risks and select appropriate insurance options that meet their needs and budget. Question 57. Health insurance overview. Which type of health insurance plan in California allows policyholders to choose their healthcare providers without requiring referrals from a primary care physician (PEP), a health maintenance organization (HMO), B. Preferred Provider Organization (EPO), C. Exclusive Provider Organization (EPO), D. High Deductible HLPASHI. Correct answer, B. Preferred Provider Organization (PPO). Explanation: a preferred provider organization (PPO) in California allows policyholders to choose their healthcare providers and specialists without requiring referrals from a primary care physician (PCP). This type of health insurance plan offers flexibility and access to a network of preferred providers who have agreed to provide services at discounted rates. According to the California Insurance Code, PPO plans typically cover a portion of out-of-network services, giving policyholders the freedom to seek medical care from providers of their choice while maintaining cost-effective options within the plan's network. Question 58. Personal liability insurance. Which coverage in a personal liability insurance policy provides financial protection if a policyholder is sued for causing bodily injury or property damage to others? A. Coverage E or dwelling. B. Coverage B. Other structures. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. D. Coverage F. Medical payments to others. Correct answer, C. Coverage E. Personal liability. Explanation: Coverage E. Personal liability in a personal liability insurance policy provides financial protection if a policyholder is sued for causing bodily injury or property damage to others. This coverage extends beyond the insured's home to incidents that occur anywhere in the world, ensuring comprehensive liability protection. According to the California Insurance Code, personal liability insurance is essential for protecting policyholders from legal expenses, court costs, and potential damages awarded to the injured party, offering peace of mind and financial security against unexpected liability claims. Question 59. Flood insurance. Which entity administers the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, in California? A. California Department of Insurance. B. Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. C. National Flood Insurance Association, NFIA. D. California Earthquake Authority, C. Correct answer: B. Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. Explanation: the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, administers the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, in California and across the United States. NFIP offers flood insurance to property owners, renters, and businesses in participating communities to protect against flood-related losses. According to the California Insurance Code, NFIP policies are sold and serviced by private insurance companies with premiums based on flood risk zones and property characteristics. FEMA oversees floodplain management, mapping, and mitigation efforts to reduce flood risks and promote community resilience in California. Question 60. Emerging issues in personal lines insurance. How do autonomous vehicles impact personal auto insurance in California? A. They increase insurance premiums for all policyholders. B. They eliminate the need for auto insurance policies. C. They shift liability from drivers to manufacturers and technology providers. D. They reduce coverage options available to policyholders. Correct answer: C. They shift liability from drivers to manufacturers and technology providers. Explanation: autonomous vehicles impact personal auto insurance in California by shifting liability from drivers to manufacturers and technology providers. As self-driving technology evolves, insurers must adapt policies to address new risks and determine liability for accidents involving autonomous vehicles. According to the California Insurance Code, understanding the implications of autonomous vehicles on insurance coverage is crucial for insurers, regulators, and policymakers to ensure fair and effective risk management strategies. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to improve road safety, but also raise complex insurance and liability issues that require ongoing evaluation and adaptation in the insurance industry. Question 61. Earthquake insurance. Which feature of earthquake insurance policies in California helps mitigate financial risks for policyholders? A. Deductibles based on the market value of the insured property. B. Coverage for damage caused by volcanic eruptions. C. Optional coverage for loss of use expenses. D. Government subsidies for premium payments. Correct answer: C. Optional coverage for loss of use expenses. Explanation: optional coverage for loss of use expenses in earthquake insurance policies helps mitigate financial risks for policyholders by providing reimbursement for additional living expenses if their home becomes uninhabitable due to earthquake damage. This coverage ensures that policyholders have financial support for temporary housing, meals, and other necessary expenses while their home is being repaired or rebuilt. According to the California Insurance Code, understanding coverage options is essential for homeowners to customize their earthquake insurance policy and enhance financial protection against seismic risks. Question 62. Personal auto policy PAP. Which factor typically influences the premium rates for personal auto insurance in California? A. Vehicle color. B. Driver's gender. C. Vehicle's annual mileage. D. Driver's educational background. Correct answer: C. Vehicle's annual mileage. Explanation: the vehicle's annual mileage typically influences the premium rates for personal auto insurance in California. Insurers consider the distance driven each year as a risk factor for accidents and vehicle wear and tear, affecting premium calculations. According to the California Insurance Code, policyholders can lower their insurance costs by accurately reporting their vehicle's mileage and considering usage-based insurance options that reward safe driving habits and reduce mileage. Insurers use actuarial data to assess risk and determine appropriate premiums based on factors such as mileage, vehicle type, driving history, and location. Question 63. Personal umbrella policy. What is the primary purpose of an umbrella insurance policy for individuals in California? A. To replace primary insurance policies. B. To provide coverage for personal property losses. C. To increase liability limits beyond underlying policies. D. To offer comprehensive health insurance coverage. Correct answer. C. To increase liability limits beyond underlying policies. Explanation. The primary purpose of an umbrella insurance policy for individuals in California is to increase liability limits beyond underlying policies, such as homeowners and auto insurance. This policy provides additional coverage in increments of $1 million or more, protecting policyholders against costly liability claims that exceed the limits of their primary insurance. According to the California Insurance Code, umbrella insurance offers broader protection for various liability risks, including legal defense costs, ensuring comprehensive financial security and peace of mind against unexpected lawsuits and significant financial losses. Question 64. Insurance regulation. Which entity establishes standard insurance policy forms and rates in California? A. California Department of Insurance. B. National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC. C. Federal Insurance Office, FIO. D. Insurance Services Office, ISA. Correct answer. A. California Department of Insurance. Explanation. The California Department of Insurance, CI, establishes standard insurance policy forms and rates in California to ensure consistency, transparency, and consumer protection across the insurance market. This regulatory authority oversees insurers' compliance with state laws, including policy terms, coverage options, and premium rates to promote fair practices and affordability for policyholders. According to the California Insurance Code, CID's role in regulating insurance policy forms and rate supports a competitive marketplace while safeguarding consumer interests through effective oversight and enforcement of insurance laws and regulations. Question 65. Ethics in insurance. Which ethical principle requires insurance agents to maintain confidentiality regarding their clients' personal information? A. Duty of care. B. Duty of loyalty. C. Duty of disclosure. D. Duty of confidentiality. Correct answer. D. Duty of confidentiality. Explanation. The duty of confidentiality ethical principle requires insurance agents to maintain confidentiality regarding their clients' personal information, including financial records, medical history, and policy details. This principle emphasizes the agent's responsibility to protect client privacy and confidentiality throughout the insurance transaction process. According to the California Insurance Code, maintaining confidentiality fosters trust between agents and clients, ensuring that sensitive information is handled securely and ethically to prevent unauthorized access or disclosure. Agents are required to comply with legal and professional standards for safeguarding client information and upholding client confidentiality rights. Question 66. Flood insurance. Which of the following statements accurately describes the coverage limitations of a National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) policy for personal property in California? A. NFIP policies cover personal property on a replacement cost basis. B. NFIP policies exclude coverage for personal property in basements. C. NFIP policies offer unlimited coverage for personal property. D. NFIP policies automatically cover all types of personal property. Correct answer. B. NFIP policies exclude coverage for personal property in basements. Explanation. National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) policies exclude coverage for personal property located in basements, reflecting the program's specific coverage limitations. This exclusion means that items such as furniture, electronics, and other personal belongings stored in basements are not covered for flood damage under standard NFIP policies. According to the California Department of Insurance, understanding these limitations is crucial for homeowners to appropriately protect their property and consider additional coverage options if necessary. Question 67. Homeowners insurance. Which coverage part of a standard homeowners insurance policy (HO3) in California provides financial protection for legal defense costs if the insured is sued for bodily injury or property damage? A. Coverage dwelling. B. Coverage C. Personal property. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. D. Coverage F. Medical payments to others. Correct answer. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. Explanation. Coverage E. Personal liability in a standard homeowners insurance policy (HO3) in California provides financial protection for legal defense costs if the insured is sued for bodily injury or property damage caused to others. This coverage helps pay for legal fees, court costs, and any settlement or judgment against the insured up to the policy limits. According to the California Insurance Code, having adequate personal liability coverage is essential to safeguard policyholders against the financial risks associated with liability claims and lawsuits. Question 60. Personal auto policy PAP. Under personal auto policy PAP in California, what is the primary purpose of uninsured underinsured motorist coverage? Part C. A. To cover physical damage to the insured vehicle caused by an uninsured driver. B. To pay for medical expenses for the insured and passengers in the insured vehicle. C. To provide liability coverage for damage caused by the insured to another vehicle. D. To cover legal defense costs if the insured is sued by an uninsured driver. Correct answer: B. To pay for medical expenses for the insured and passengers in the insured vehicle. Explanation: uninsured underinsured motorist coverage, Part C, under personal auto policy PAP in California, primarily provides coverage for medical expenses for the insured and passengers in the insured vehicle when injured by a driver who is uninsured or underinsured. This coverage helps protect policyholders from financial losses due to medical bills and other related expenses when involved in an accident caused by a driver lacking sufficient insurance coverage. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage is crucial for ensuring that policyholders receive necessary medical care and financial support in such situations. Question 69. Inland marine insurance. Which type of inland marine policy provides coverage for items such as jewelry, fine art, and collectibles? A. Personal effects floater. B. Personal articles floater. C. Personal property floater. D. Valuable papers and records coverage. Correct answer: B. Personal articles floater. Explanation: a personal articles floater (PAF) provides coverage for valuable items such as jewelry, fine art, and collectibles. This type of inland marine policy offers protection against risks such as theft, loss, or damage, often with higher coverage limits and broader protection than standard homeowners policies. According to the California Insurance Code, a personal articles floater is essential for individuals with high-value personal property, ensuring adequate financial protection and peace of mind for valuable possessions. Question 70. Ethics in insurance. Which ethical principle requires insurance agents to fully disclose all material information and potential conflicts of interest to their clients? A. Duty of care. B. Duty of loyalty. C. Duty of disclosure. D. Duty of confidentiality. Correct answer: C. Duty of disclosure. Explanation: the duty of disclosure ethical principle requires insurance agents to fully disclose all material information and potential conflicts of interest to their clients. This principle ensures that clients are fully informed about the insurance products, terms, and conditions, as well as any potential biases or conflicts that may affect the agent's recommendations. According to the California Insurance Code, transparency and honesty are fundamental to maintaining trust and integrity in the client-agent relationship, helping clients make informed decisions about their insurance needs and coverage options. Question 71. Personal umbrella policy in California. What is typically required before an insurer will issue a personal umbrella policy? A. Proof of business ownership. B. Existing primary liability policies with specific minimum limits. C. Enrollment in a defensive driving course. D. A comprehensive health examination. Correct answer: B. Existing primary liability policies with specific minimum limits. Explanation: before issuing a personal umbrella policy in California, insurers typically require the policyholder to have existing primary liability policies, such as auto and homeowners insurance, with specific minimum liability limits. This ensures that the umbrella policy acts as excess coverage, providing additional liability protection beyond the limits of the underlying policies. According to the California Insurance Code, maintaining adequate primary coverage is essential for the umbrella policy to function effectively, offering comprehensive protection against large liability claims. Question 72. Insurance principles and concepts. Which principle of insurance requires that an insured must have a legitimate financial interest in the property or life being insured? A. Principle of indemnity. B. Principle of utmost good faith. C. Principle of insurable interest. D. Principle of subrogation. Correct answer. C. Principle of insurable interest. Explanation. The principle of insurable interest requires that an insured must have a legitimate financial interest in the property or life being insured. This principle ensures that insurance contracts are not used for speculative purposes and that the insured stands to suffer a financial loss if the insured event occurs. According to the California Insurance Code, insurable interest must exist at the time of the policy's inception and at the time of loss, providing a legal basis for the insurance contract and preventing moral hazards. Question 73. Health insurance overview. Which health insurance plan in California combines high-deductible health insurance with a tax-advantaged savings account? A. Health Maintenance Organization (HMO). B. Preferred Provider Organization (EPO). C. High-deductible health PACHP with health savings account (HSA). D. Exclusive Provider Organization (EPO). Correct answer. C. High-deductible health PACHP with health savings account (HSA). Explanation. A high-deductible health PACHP with a health savings account (HSA) in California combines high-deductible health insurance with a tax-advantaged savings account. The HDHP provides coverage for major medical expenses after the deductible is met, while the HSA allows individuals to save pre-tax dollars for qualified medical expenses. According to the California Insurance Code, this combination offers policyholders a cost-effective way to manage healthcare expenses, providing both insurance protection and financial flexibility. Question 74. Personal Auto Policy PAP. In California, under Personal Auto Policy PAP, what is the primary function of medical payments coverage? Part B. A. To cover vehicle repair costs after an accident. B. To pay for medical expenses for the insured and passengers regardless of fault. C. To provide liability coverage for injuries caused to others. D. To cover legal defense costs if the insured is sued. Correct answer. B. To pay for medical expenses for the insured and passengers regardless of fault. Explanation. Medical payments coverage, Part B, under a Personal Auto Policy, PAP, in California, pays for medical expenses for the insured and passengers in the insured vehicle regardless of fault. This coverage helps cover costs such as hospital bills, surgical expenses, and ambulance fees resulting from an auto accident. According to the California Insurance Code, medical payments coverage provides essential financial support for immediate medical care and treatment, ensuring that policyholders and passengers receive necessary medical attention promptly. Question 75. Claims handling. What is the primary purpose of the claims investigation process in California? A. To determine the premium rates for the next policy period. B. To evaluate the legitimacy and extent of the loss or damage reported. C. To negotiate policy terms and conditions with the insured. D. To provide legal advice to the policyholder. Correct answer. B. To evaluate the legitimacy and extent of the loss or damage reported. Explanation. The primary purpose of the claims investigation process in California is to evaluate the legitimacy and extent of the loss or damage reported by the policyholder. This process involves gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, and assessing the circumstances of the claim to determine coverage eligibility and the appropriate compensation amount. According to the California Insurance Code, thorough claims investigation ensures fair and accurate claim settlements, preventing fraud and ensuring that policyholders receive the benefits they are entitled to under their insurance policy. Question 76. Homeowners insurance. Which coverage part in a standard homeowners insurance policy, HO3 in California, provides protection for the insured's personal property while traveling? A. Coverage with dwelling. B. Coverage C. Personal property. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. D. Coverage F. Medical payments to others. Correct answer. B. Coverage C. Personal property. Explanation. Coverage C. Personal property in a standard homeowners insurance policy, HO3 in California, provides protection for the insured's personal property, including while it is temporarily off premises. This means that personal belongings such as clothing, electronics, and luggage are covered against risks like theft or damage while traveling. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage ensures comprehensive protection for personal property regardless of its location, offering peace of mind to policyholders when they are away from home. Question 77. Insurance principles and concepts. Which principle of insurance ensures that the insured is restored to the same financial position after loss as they were in before the loss occurred? A. Principle of insurable interest. B. Principle of utmost good faith. C. Principle of indemnity. D. Principle of subrogation. Correct answer: C. Principle of indemnity. Explanation: the principle of indemnity ensures that the insured is restored to the same financial position after loss as they were in before the loss occurred. This principle prevents the insured from profiting from an insurance claim, thereby maintaining the fundamental purpose of insurance, which is to compensate for losses rather than to provide a financial gain. According to the California Insurance Code, indemnity is a key principle in insurance contracts. Question 78. Inland marine insurance. What distinguishes a personal articles floater from standard homeowners insurance in California? A. It provides liability coverage for personal property losses. B. It covers personal property losses on an actual cash value basis. C. It offers broader coverage with fewer exclusions for specific high-value items. D. It includes coverage for business property kept at home. Correct answer: C. It offers broader coverage with fewer exclusions for specific high-value items. Explanation: a personal articles floater PAF distinguishes itself from standard homeowners insurance by offering broader coverage with fewer exclusions for specific high-value items such as jewelry, fine art, and collectibles. This type of policy provides more comprehensive protection against risks like theft, loss, or damage, often with higher coverage limits and agreed value options. According to the California Insurance Code, a PAF is essential for adequately insuring valuable personal property that may not be fully covered under a standard homeowner's policy, ensuring better financial protection and peace of mind. Question 79. Personal auto policy PAP in California. Which of the following is an optional coverage that can be added to a personal auto policy PAP to cover expenses incurred if the insured's vehicle is involved in an accident with an at-fault driver who has insufficient insurance? A. Collision coverage. B. Comprehensive coverage. C. Uninsured and underinsured motorist property damage coverage. D. Rental reimbursement coverage. Correct answer: C. Uninsured and underinsured motorist property damage coverage. Explanation: uninsured and underinsured motorist property damage coverage is an optional coverage that can be added to a personal auto policy PAP in California to cover expenses incurred if the insured's vehicle is involved in an accident with an at-fault driver who has insufficient insurance. This coverage helps pay for repairs to the insured's vehicle when the at-fault driver cannot cover the costs due to inadequate insurance. According to the California Insurance Code, UMPD is important for providing financial protection against property damage caused by uninsured or underinsured drivers, ensuring that policyholders are not left with significant out-of-pocket expenses. Question 80. Claims handling in California. What is the primary function of the dispute resolution process in insurance claims handling? A. To determine the insured's eligibility for coverage. B. To settle disagreements between the insurer and the insured regarding the amount or terms of the claim. C. To adjust policy premiums for the next renewal period. D. To investigate potential fraud in the claim. Question 80. Claims handling in California. What is the primary function of the dispute resolution process in insurance claims handling? A. To determine the insured's eligibility for coverage. B. To settle disagreements between the insurer and the insured regarding the amount or terms of the claim. C. To adjust policy premiums for the next renewal period. D. To investigate potential fraud in the claim. Question 81. Personal auto policy PAP in California. What is the primary function of Part D, coverage for damage to your auto in a personal auto policy? A. To cover the insured's medical expenses after an accident. B. To provide liability coverage for damages caused to others. C. To cover the repair or replacement costs of the insured's vehicle. D. To pay for legal defense costs if the insured is sued. Correct answer: C. To cover the repair or replacement costs of the insured's vehicle. Explanation: Part D, coverage for damage to your auto in a personal auto policy PAP in California, covers the repair or replacement costs of the insured's vehicle in the event of damage due to collision, theft, vandalism, or other covered perils. This coverage includes both collision and comprehensive coverages. According to the California Insurance Code, having adequate coverage under Part D ensures that the insured can manage the financial impact of vehicle damage or loss, maintaining their transportation needs without significant out-of-pocket expenses. Question 82. Homeowners insurance in a California homeowners insurance policy, HO3, which coverage part provides protection for additional living expenses incurred if the insured home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril, A. Coverage with dwelling, B. Coverage C. Personal property, C. Coverage D. Loss of use, D. Coverage F. Medical payments to others. Correct answer: C. Coverage D. Loss of use. Explanation: Coverage D. Loss of use in a California homeowners insurance policy, HO3, provides protection for additional living expenses incurred if the insured home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril. This coverage includes expenses such as temporary housing, meals, and other costs associated with maintaining a normal standard of living while the home is being repaired or rebuilt. According to the California Insurance Code, this coverage is essential for ensuring that policyholders have financial support to manage living arrangements during a period of displacement, minimizing the disruption to their daily lives. Question 83. Personal umbrella policy. Which of the following is a common exclusion in a personal umbrella policy in California? A. Bodily injury caused by the insured. B. Liability arising from business activities. C. Property damage caused by a natural disaster. D. Legal defense costs for covered claims. Correct answer: B. Liability arising from business activities. Explanation: Liability arising from business activities is a common exclusion in a personal umbrella policy in California. Personal umbrella policies are designed to provide additional liability coverage for personal risks, not for liabilities associated with business operations. According to the California Insurance Code, policyholders should obtain separate commercial liability insurance to cover business-related risks, ensuring that they have appropriate protection for both personal and business exposures. Question 84. Flood insurance under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, in California. Which of the following is excluded from coverage? A. Structural damage to the insured building. B. Personal property stored in the insured building. C. Loss of income due to business interruption. D. Cleanup costs after a flood event. Correct answer: C. Loss of income due to business interruption. Explanation: Loss of income due to business interruption is excluded from coverage under the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, in California. The NFIP provides coverage for structural damage to the insured building, personal property, and cleanup costs after a flood event, but it does not cover lost income resulting from the temporary closure of a business due to flooding. According to the California Department of Insurance, business owners should consider obtaining separate business interruption insurance to protect against income loss from such events. Question 85. Ethics in insurance in California. Which ethical duty requires insurance agents to act in the best interest of their clients and avoid conflicts of interest? A. Duty of care. B. Duty of loyalty. C. Duty of confidentiality. D. Duty of disclosure. Correct answer: B. Duty of loyalty. Explanation: The duty of loyalty requires insurance agents in California to act in the best interest of their clients and avoid conflicts of interest. This ethical duty ensures that agents prioritize their clients' needs and provide unbiased advice, recommendations, and services. According to the California Insurance Code, adhering to the duty of loyalty is essential for maintaining trust and integrity in the agent-client relationship, promoting ethical conduct, and protecting clients' interests in all insurance transactions. Question 86. Homeowners insurance in California. Which homeowners policy form provides the broadest coverage for a single-family home? A. HO2 broad form. B. HO3 special form. C. HO4 contents broad form. D. HO5 comprehensive form. Correct answer: D. HO5 comprehensive form. Explanation: The HO5 comprehensive form homeowners policy provides the broadest coverage for a single-family home in California. This policy offers open perils coverage for both the dwelling and personal property, meaning it covers all risks except those specifically excluded. According to the California Insurance Code, the HO5 form offers more extensive protection compared to other homeowners policy forms, such as the HO2 broad form and HO3 special form, which provide named perils coverage for personal property. Question 87. Inland marine insurance in California. Which type of inland marine policy specifically covers personal belongings that are frequently moved from one location to another? A. Personal effects floater. B. Personal articles floater. C. Personal property floater. D. Fine arts floater. Correct answer A. Personal effects floater. Explanation. A personal effects floater in California specifically covers personal belongings that are frequently moved from one location to another, such as items carried during travel. This type of inland marine policy provides coverage for personal property against risks such as theft, loss, and damage while the items are away from the insured's home. According to the California Insurance Code, a personal effects floater is essential for individuals who travel frequently and want to ensure their belongings are protected during transit. Question 88. Personal auto policy PAP. Which of the following is true regarding the coverage provided by uninsured motorist property damage in a personal auto policy in California? A. It covers damage to the insured vehicle caused by an identified at-fault uninsured driver. B. It covers bodily injury to the insured caused by an unidentified driver. C. It provides comprehensive coverage for non-collision damage. D. It offers rental reimbursement for the insured vehicle. Correct answer A. It covers damage to the insured vehicle caused by an identified at-fault uninsured driver. Explanation. An insured motorist property damage in a personal auto policy in California covers damage to the insured vehicle caused by an identified at-fault uninsured driver. This coverage helps repair or replace the insured's vehicle when the responsible driver lacks sufficient insurance to cover the damages. According to the California Insurance Code, UMPD is an important optional coverage that provides financial protection for policyholders against property damage caused by uninsured drivers. Question 89. Earthquake insurance in California. How is the deductible for an earthquake insurance policy typically calculated? A. As a fixed dollar amount specified in the policy. B. As a percentage of the dwelling coverage limit. C. As a percentage of the personal property coverage limit. D. As a percentage of the total loss amount. Correct answer B. As a percentage of the dwelling coverage limit. Explanation. The deductible for an earthquake insurance policy in California is typically calculated as a percentage of the dwelling coverage limit. This means that the policyholder is responsible for paying a certain percentage of the insured value of the home before the insurance coverage kicks in. According to the California Department of Insurance, earthquake policy deductibles commonly range from 10% to 20% of the dwelling coverage limit, reflecting the high risk and potential cost of earthquake damage. Question 90. Claims handling. What is the primary purpose of the claims settlement process in California insurance? A. To determine the insurance policy's premium rates. B. To investigate potential fraud in the claim. C. To provide compensation to the insured for covered losses. D. To review and update policy terms and conditions. Correct answer. C. To provide compensation to the insured for covered losses. Explanation. The primary purpose of the claims settlement process in California insurance is to provide compensation to the insured for covered losses. This process involves evaluating the claim, determining the extent of the damage or loss, and calculating the appropriate payment based on the policy terms and coverage limits. According to the California Insurance Code, the claims settlement process ensures that policyholders receive the financial support they are entitled to under their insurance contract, helping them recover from covered events and restore their financial stability.